Stop. Listen. This is not just another message. This is not something to scroll past or set aside for later. This is my voice, calling to you, right here, right now. I have a gift for you. And before you assume you already know what it is, hear me. This is not an ordinary gift. This is something eternal, something supernatural, something that will shift the course of your life if you are willing to receive it. But be warned, the enemy wants you to turn away. Right now, distractions will try to pull you away. Excuses will whisper in your mind. But what you don't realize is that this moment, this very moment, is a divine appointment. I orchestrated this. I drew you here. I have something to place in your hands, and if you walk away now, you may never know what you were meant to receive. So I ask you, will you listen? Will you stay? Will you give me these next few moments to reveal what I have been waiting to give you? Because what I am about to say, it is for you, not someone else. You. Today, listen. Let nothing steal this moment. Because if you do, you will never be the same. My child, do you know the depth of my love for you? Before you took your first breath, before the stars were set in the heavens, I knew you. I formed you with care, with intention, and with a purpose that no one else can fulfill. And because I love you beyond measure, I have gifts for you, precious, divine gifts that flow from my very heart. Every gift I give is wrapped in my grace. They are not given by accident, nor are they given without reason. I do not give as the world gives, with conditions or expectations of return. No, my gifts are pure, perfect, and overflowing with life. They are meant to strengthen you, uplift you, and remind you that you are not forgotten. You have wondered if you are worthy of my blessings. You have questioned whether I truly see you, whether I truly care. But listen to me now. I see you. I know your struggles. I have counted every tear, heard every whispered prayer, and held every unspoken longing in my hands. And I tell you this, you are loved beyond comprehension. My gifts are not earned by deeds or measured by merit. They are given because you are mine. So come, my child. Open your heart and receive. Let go of your doubts, your fears, your hesitations. What I have for you is greater than you can imagine. I do not withhold good things from those who seek me. My hands are open, my arms are wide, and my love is calling you to step forward. Take this moment. Breathe in my presence. Feel my love wrapping around you like the warmth of the morning sun. The world may change, but I do not. My love remains steadfast, and my gifts are eternal. Will you accept them? Will you trust me enough to receive what I have already prepared for you? Draw near, my child. I have a gift for you. My child, listen closely, for what I tell you now is the very heartbeat of my love for you. There is no gift greater than this, my son, given for you. I did not create you to walk in darkness burdened by sin, fear, or regret. From the beginning, my desire has been to bring you into my light, to restore you to myself, to give you a life that overflows with peace, purpose, and joy. But there was a great chasm, a separation that you could not cross. Sin stood between us, like an unscalable mountain. And though the world sought to climb it with effort, with sacrifice, with striving, no man could reach me. So, I made the way. I sent my Son, Jesus Christ, the bridge between heaven and earth, the door through which all may enter into life. He left the throne of glory, wrapped himself in flesh, and walked among you. He bore your pain, your sorrows, your temptations. He took upon himself the weight of the world's sin, every mistake, every failure, every regret, and carried it to the cross. There, with arms stretched wide, he declared, "It is finished." The price was paid. The debt was canceled. The way was opened. The gift of salvation was sealed in his blood, offered freely to you. But my child, hear me. A gift must be received. I do not force it upon you, nor do I impose my love where it is not welcomed. You must choose. You must reach out with faith and say, "Yes, Lord, I receive your gift. I receive Jesus as my Savior." If you believe in him, if you trust in what he has done for you, then you will never be the same. Your sins will be washed away as far as the east is from the west. Your name will be written in my book of life. The chains that once bound you will shatter. You will step into a freedom that no man, no enemy, no power of darkness can take from you. You do not need to earn this salvation. You do not need to prove yourself worthy of it. It is not by works, not by striving, but by grace alone. You simply need to accept it, to trust in me, and to let my love transform you from the inside out. Come now. Do not delay. Do not let fear or pride or the weight of your past hold you back. Today is the day of salvation. Today, I stand before you with open arms. Come, my beloved, and receive the greatest gift I have ever given. My child, do you know how deeply, how fiercely, how unshakably I love you? My love is not like the love of this world, which falters, which fades, which changes with time and circumstance. No, my love is constant, is eternal. It is the foundation upon which everything in your life must be built. I have loved you before you even knew my name, before you took your first breath, before your heart ever beat. I formed you in the secret place. I spoke life into you. I called you mine. And though the world has tried to convince you that love must be earned, that love is fragile, that love can be lost, I tell you now, nothing can separate you from my love. Not your past, not your failures, not your doubts, not the mistakes you regret, nor the wounds you hide, not your fears, nor the voices that tell you that you are unworthy. For I have written my love for you into eternity itself. It is woven into the very fabric of creation, in the rising of the sun, in the whisper of the wind, in the stars that shine even in the darkest night. Every moment of your life, my love has surrounded you, waiting for you to see it, to embrace it, to believe it. And now, my child, I ask you, will you receive it? Will you let my love heal you, restore you, transform you? The world has told you that love depends on your actions, that love is given only when you are good enough, strong enough, perfect enough. But I am not like the world. My love does not waver. I do not love you more when you succeed or less when you fail. I simply love you. This love is not weak. It is not passive. It is fierce, relentless, unyielding. It fights for you, shields you, lifts you when you are weary. It breaks every chain, heals every wound, and calls you out of darkness into my marvelous light. So why do you doubt? Why do you fear that you could ever lose what I have freely given? Did I not say it? Did I not declare it in my word? Neither death nor life, neither angels nor demons, neither the present nor the future, nor any powers, neither height nor depth, nor anything else in all creation will be able to separate you from my love. Romans 8:38-39. Let my love be your refuge. Let it be the rock beneath your feet. When the storms rage, when the battles come, when the voices of the enemy whisper lies into your mind, stand firm in this truth. You are loved. You are cherished. You are mine. Come now, my beloved. Rest in my embrace. Feel my presence surrounding you like a mighty fortress. Nothing can take you from my hands. You are held, you are known, and you are deeply, eternally loved. My child, do you understand the depth of my grace? Do you know what it means to be covered, to be lifted, to be transformed by a love so great it asks for nothing in return? Listen carefully, for this is my heart toward you. My grace is sufficient for you. The world tells you that you must strive, that you must work harder, be better, prove yourself before you can receive favor. But I tell you this, my grace is not earned. It is not a reward for the righteous, nor is it withheld from the weak. It is a gift, freely given, poured out in abundance, overflowing with power. You have struggled. You have fought battles that have left you weary. You have fallen, and the enemy has whispered, "You are not enough. You are a failure. You are unworthy." But I silence those lies now. I am the one who lifts you up. I am the one who restores your soul. I am the one who calls you my own, not because you are perfect, but because I am perfect in you. My grace covers you. When you stumble, it lifts you. When you feel unworthy, it clothes you in righteousness. When you are weak, it becomes your strength. Do not fear your shortcomings, for I have already made a way. I do not demand perfection. I invite surrender. Remember what I have said. My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. 2 Corinthians 12:9 Your failures do not define you. Your mistakes do not disqualify you. It is my grace that writes your story, and I declare that your story is one of redemption. So come, my beloved. Stop striving. Stop carrying the weight of what I have already forgiven. My grace is here, reaching for you, embracing you, calling you home. Will you accept it? Will you step into the freedom I have already given you? My child, I have given you a gift more powerful than you realize, a gift that can move mountains, break chains, and call forth miracles. It is the gift of faith. Faith is not just believing when things are easy. Faith is trusting when everything around you tells you to give up. It is standing firm when the winds blow, when the storms rage, when the world tells you that hope is lost. Faith is the key that unlocks the impossible. I have seen your struggles. I have heard your silent prayers, the ones whispered in the dark, the ones spoken through tears. And I tell you now, I have not abandoned you. Even when you cannot see the way, I am leading you. Even when you do not feel me, I am holding you. Even when doubt creeps in, I am strengthening you. Do not be afraid to trust me. Do not be afraid to believe in what you cannot yet see. For faith is the evidence of things unseen, the assurance of what is to come. Hebrews 11:1 Faith is powerful. It parted the sea. It shut the mouths of lions. It brought down the walls of Jericho. It raised the dead to life. And my child, that same faith is within you. You do not need great faith, only faith in a great God. Even faith as small as a mustard seed can move mountains. Matthew 17:20 So why do you doubt? Why do you fear? I am with you. I am working in ways you cannot yet see. So hold on. Stand firm. Declare my promises over your life. Walk forward in faith, knowing that I will never fail you. My child, the world is restless. It chases after peace in empty things, in temporary comforts, in distractions that fade. But true peace, my peace, is unlike anything this world can give. It is unshakable, unbreakable, and everlasting. You have felt the weight of worry pressing down on you. You have battled the voices of fear that whisper worst-case scenarios into your mind. But listen to me now. I have not given you a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. 2 Timothy 1:7 My peace is yours. It is a river that flows through the chaos. It is an anchor that holds firm in the storm. It is the still, quiet voice that whispers, "Be still and know that I am God." Psalm 46:10 Do not let the troubles of this world steal what I have given you. Do not let fear rule your heart. I am greater than every storm. I am stronger than every battle. I am the Prince of Peace, and I dwell within you. You do not need to understand everything to have peace. You only need to trust me. For my peace surpasses all understanding, guarding your heart and mind in Christ Jesus. Philippians 4:7 So breathe, my beloved. Let go of what you cannot control. Place your worries in my hands. Walk in the confidence that no matter what comes, no matter what shakes the earth, I am your refuge. I am your fortress. I am your peace. And now let my peace wash over you. Feel my presence surrounding you. The storm may rage, but you will not be shaken. You are safe in my hands. You are held. You are loved. You are at peace. My child, do not stop now. My heart longs for you to receive all that I have for you. If you turn away now, you will miss what I am about to reveal. Gifts I have been preparing for you since the beginning of time. Do not grieve my spirit by walking away. Stay, listen, and let me pour out more of my love upon you. My child, joy is my gift to you, a joy that is unshakable, a joy that cannot be stolen, a joy that remains even in the midst of trials. The world confuses joy with happiness, but they are not the same. Happiness is fleeting, joy is eternal. Happiness depends on circumstances, joy depends on me. You have seen days of sorrow. You have walked through valleys where laughter seemed like a distant memory. You have questioned whether true joy could ever return. But listen to me now. My joy is your strength. It is not bound by situations, nor is it dictated by what is happening around you. It is rooted in my presence, anchored in my promises, and sealed in my love. Do you believe this, my child? Do you believe that even in the darkest seasons, joy is still yours to claim? The enemy has tried to convince you that joy is beyond your reach. He has whispered lies, telling you that you will always carry this weight, that laughter will never come again. But I tell you this, weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Let go of the sorrow that clings to you. Let me fill you with joy that overflows. You were not made to live in sadness. You were not created to carry burdens that steal your light. I have placed within you a wellspring of joy that no one can take away. Come now. Rejoice. Lift your voice and declare that you are a child of the Most High. Dance in the presence of your King, for I am the one who turns mourning into dancing, sorrow into celebration. Even now, I am restoring what was lost. Even now, I am bringing beauty from ashes. Do you feel it? Do you sense the shift in the atmosphere? Joy is rising. Embrace it. Live in it. Let it flow from your lips, from your spirit, from the depths of your soul. This is my gift to you, joy unspeakable, joy overflowing, joy everlasting. Receive it now. My child, I have not left you alone. I have given you my spirit, your comforter, your guide, your ever-present help in times of need. He is not far off. He dwells within you, leading you in truth, filling you with power, strengthening you for every battle. The world relies on human wisdom, on fleeting emotions, on temporary strength. But I have given you something greater. I have given you my Spirit, the very breath of heaven, the fire of my presence, the power that raised Christ from the dead, living inside of you. Romans 8:11. Do you understand what this means? You are never without help. You are never without guidance. You are never powerless. When you feel lost, my Spirit speaks. When you feel weak, my Spirit strengthens. When you feel unsure, my Spirit directs your steps. But you must learn to listen. You must tune your heart to my voice, for I do not shout over the noise of the world. I whisper. I call you into the quiet places, into the moments where your soul can rest, where my Spirit can minister to you without distraction. Come to me, and I will fill you anew. The enemy fears those who walk in my Spirit. For where my Spirit is, there is freedom. 2 Corinthians 3:17. Where my Spirit moves, chains break, strongholds crumble, and darkness flees. You are not weak, my child. You are anointed. You are empowered. You are set apart for my glory. So rise up. Speak with boldness. Walk in authority. Let my Spirit lead you into places you never thought you could go. There is more for you. More revelation, more power, more miracles, more divine encounters. But you must be willing to step forward in faith. Surrender now. Lift your hands and invite my Spirit to move freely in your life. He is here. He is with you. He is working through you. And through him, you will walk in power, in wisdom, and in victory. My child, you have felt weak. You have felt weary. You have wondered how much longer you can stand. But hear me now. I am the strength of your life. Psalm 27:1. The world will tell you to rely on your own power, to push through with sheer will, to fight with everything you have. But I tell you this, your strength alone is not enough. You were never meant to carry the weight of this life on your own. That is why I am here. That is why I have given you my strength, a strength that does not fail, a strength that does not run dry. Have you not heard? Have you not known? I am the everlasting God, the creator of the ends of the earth. I do not grow weary or faint. And I say to you now, I will renew your strength. I will lift you up on wings like eagles. You will run and not grow weary. You will walk and not faint. Isaiah 40:28-31. The enemy wants you to believe that you are too weak, too broken, too exhausted to continue. But I say to you, I am the lifter of your head. When you feel like falling, I am the one who upholds you. When you feel too burdened to take another step, I am the one who carries you. Do not rely on your own power. Rely on mine. Do not look at your circumstances and say, I cannot do this. Look at me and say, through Christ, I can do all things. You are not defeated. You are not finished. I am renewing you even now. Feel my strength pouring into you. Feel my power lifting you up. Stand firm, my beloved. You are stronger than you know, not because of who you are, but because of who I am in you. Walk forward in confidence. With me you will never fall. My child, wisdom is more precious than gold, more valuable than riches, more powerful than strength. With wisdom you will walk securely. With wisdom you will discern truth from deception. With wisdom you will know the steps to take, the battles to fight, and the paths to avoid. The world offers knowledge, but I offer something far greater, wisdom that comes from above, wisdom that cannot be shaken, wisdom that is pure, peaceable, and full of life. James 3:17. Knowledge alone cannot save you, but wisdom, my wisdom, will guide you into victory. Have you not heard? The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. This is where it starts, my child. not in your own understanding, not in the wisdom of men, but in seeking me first, in trusting my words, in aligning your heart with mine. You have made decisions based on what seemed right in the moment, only to later wonder why things fell apart. But I see what you cannot see. I know the outcome before you take the first step. I see beyond what is visible. That is why I tell you, seek my wisdom, and you will not stumble. How do you receive this wisdom? Come to me. Ask, and I will give it freely. Do not lean on your own understanding, for your sight is limited, but I see the end from the beginning. If you walk by my wisdom, you will not be deceived. You will not be misled. You will not be defeated. My child, this is my promise. I will make you wise as serpents, yet innocent as doves. I will fill your mouth with words that confound the wise. I will give you discernment so that no lie can take root in your heart. So take my hand. Let me teach you, let me lead you, let me fill you with wisdom that surpasses all understanding. Then you will walk in confidence, knowing that every step is guided, every choice is blessed, and every path leads to my perfect plan. My child, I created you with intention. You were not an accident. You were not placed here without meaning. You were made for a purpose, a divine calling, a sacred assignment, a mission written in the heavens before time began. You have wondered, why am I here? What is my purpose? Does my life truly matter? Listen to me now. Yes, my child, it matters more than you know. I formed you in your mother's womb with my own hands. I wove dreams into your soul. I planted destiny within your spirit. Every breath you take is evidence that I am not finished with you. Many seek purpose in achievements, in success, in the approval of others. But I tell you, true purpose is found in me. Before you were born, I prepared good works for you to walk in. Ephesians 2:10. I shaped you for something far greater than what this world offers. Do not believe the lie that says you are insignificant. Do not listen to the voices that say you have no direction. I am your direction. I am your purpose. I am the one who calls you higher. Your gifts, your passions, your dreams, none of them are random. They are clues to your calling, signs of what I have placed within you. Do not be afraid to step forward. I have given you everything you need to fulfill your purpose. You may not see the full picture yet, but trust me. I am guiding you, even when the path is unclear. Follow me, and I will lead you into the life you were born to live. So rise, my child. Step into the purpose I have ordained for you. No more hesitation. No more doubt. You are chosen, appointed, set apart for such a time as this. Walk boldly, knowing that I go before you, I stand beside you, and I have prepared the way. My child, hope is my gift to you, a light in the darkness, an anchor in the storm, a promise that will never fail. You have faced disappointments. You have experienced moments where it felt like hope was slipping away. But listen to me now. Hope is not lost. Hope is alive, and it lives in me. I have never abandoned you. I have never forgotten my promises. When life feels uncertain, when the future seems unclear, hold on to this unshakable truth. I am your hope. Hope is not found in circumstances. Hope is found in who I am. When everything around you changes, I remain the same. When people fail you, I am still faithful. When the world seems uncertain, my plans for you are still secure. Have I not spoken? I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you, not to harm you, plans to give you a future and a hope. Jeremiah 29:11. The enemy wants to steal your hope. He wants to fill your heart with fear, with doubt, with despair. But I say to you now, lift your eyes. Look to me. Your hope is not in what you see. It is in what I have promised. Even when you walk through the fire, you will not be burned. Even when you pass through deep waters, you will not be overwhelmed. Isaiah 43:2 For I am with you. I am holding you. I am carrying you. So do not give up, my child. Do not let go of hope. It is not fragile, nor is it weak. It is strong and unbreakable, eternal. It is the anchor for your soul, firm and secure. Let hope rise within you again. Stand on my promises. Declare my faithfulness. Trust that the best is yet to come, for I am not finished. Your story is still being written, and it will end in victory. Beloved, my presence is moving, my voice is calling, but will you continue to listen? You are on the edge of something life-changing, something eternal. Do not let distractions pull you away. It would break my heart for you to stop here, to walk away before receiving the fullness of what I have for you. Stay with me. There is more I long to give you. My child, I am the God who heals you. Every wound, every pain, every scar, I see them all, and I have come to restore you. You have carried burdens too heavy for your soul. You have walked with unseen wounds that others do not notice, but I have seen them. I have counted every tear that has fallen in silence. I have felt the ache within you, the places where hope seemed lost, where brokenness seemed permanent. But listen to me now. There is no wound too deep for my healing, no pain too great for my power, no sickness beyond my touch. I am Jehovah Rapha, the Lord your healer. I am not distant. I am not unaware. I am near, and I am moving even now, releasing healing into your body, into your heart, into your mind. I sent my Son to carry your sorrows, to bear your afflictions, to take upon himself the weight of your suffering. By his stripes, you are healed. Isaiah 53:5 The price has already been paid. The power of healing is already yours. Do not believe the lie that says you must remain in suffering. I did not create you to live in pain. I created you to be whole, to be free, to walk in divine health. You may ask, why have I not seen my healing yet? My child, do not mistake delay for denial. My timing is perfect. Even now, I am working in ways you cannot see. Trust me. Hold on to my promises. Speak life over yourself. Refuse to accept sickness as your portion, for your portion is healing, restoration, and peace. Right now, in this moment, receive my touch. Let my healing power flow through you. Let the weight of affliction lift. Let the chains of pain be broken. You are healed. You are whole. You are mine. My child, I am your provider. I see your needs. I know the burdens that weigh upon you. I hear the prayers you whisper in the quiet, the fears about tomorrow, the worries about what is lacking, the questions of will I have enough? Listen to me now. I am Jehovah Jireh, the Lord who provides. I am not limited by the resources of this world. I am not bound by economy, by circumstance, by human limitation. I own the cattle on 1,000 hills. The earth and all its fullness are mine. And you, my child, are not forgotten. Have I not promised? I will supply all your needs according to my riches and glory. Philippians 4:19 My riches, not the world's. My abundance, not man's provision. I am not a God of lack. I am a God of overflow, of increase, of supernatural supply. Do not be anxious about tomorrow. Have I not fed the birds of the air? Have I not clothed the flowers of the field? How much more will I provide for you, my beloved? Matthew 6:26-30 You do not have to chase after what you need. Seek me first, and I will open the windows of heaven. Walk in faith, and I will release blessings that you cannot contain. Trust me, and I will make rivers flow in your desert, manna fall in your wilderness, and provision rise from unexpected places. My child, let go of fear. Release the worry that grips your heart. I am your source, and I do not fail. You will not be forsaken. You will not be left empty-handed. Even now, I am aligning things in your favor, making a way where there seems to be none. Lift your hands. Receive my provision. Walk in faith. Expect miracles. For I am your God, and I will always provide. My child, listen closely. There is no sin too great that my mercy cannot cover. There is no past so broken that my grace cannot redeem. I am the God of forgiveness, the one who makes all things new. You have carried guilt for too long. You have replayed your mistakes, wondering if you have strayed too far, if you have used up all my grace. But I tell you now, my mercy has no limit. My forgiveness has no end. Did I not say, as far as the east is from the west, so far have I removed your transgressions from you? Psalm 103:12. I do not keep a record of your failures. When you come to me in repentance, I wash you clean. The enemy wants to chain you to your past, to remind you of every wrong, to convince you that you are unworthy of my love. But I have already spoken. I have already forgiven. I have already declared you righteous through the blood of my Son. Do not let shame silence your voice. Do not let regret steal your joy. My child, when I look at you, I do not see your failures. I see my masterpiece. And just as I have forgiven you, I call you to forgive others. Let go of the anger, the bitterness, the wounds that still weigh you down. Forgiveness is not about excusing the wrong. It is about freeing your heart from its chains. You were made to walk in freedom, not in resentment. Come now. Lay your burdens at my feet. Let my mercy wash over you. Let my grace make you new. You are forgiven. You are free. You are mine. My child, you are not alone. You have never been alone. From the moment I breathed life into you, I have been your protector, your defender, your shield. When danger lurks, when shadows try to surround you, when the enemy whispers threats into your mind, I am there, standing guard, covering you with my mighty hand. The world is filled with uncertainty, but you are not at the mercy of chaos. You are hidden beneath my wings. You are sheltered beneath my presence. Have I not spoken? The Lord is your refuge and fortress, your God in whom you trust. Psalm 91:2. You are not defenseless. You are not exposed. When storms rage, I am the wall that shields you. When arrows fly, I am the armor that stops them. When the enemy plots against you, I am the one who fights for you. Have you forgotten? I command my angels concerning you, to guard you in all your ways. Psalm 91:11. You do not see them, but they are there, standing watch, warring on your behalf, keeping you from danger seen and unseen. Do not fear what tomorrow holds. Do not let worry steal your peace. The darkness may press in, but it cannot touch you. The weapons may be formed, but they will not prosper. I have drawn a line the enemy cannot cross. You are covered by my blood, sealed by my spirit, surrounded by my presence. Now lift your head. Walk in confidence. Stand in faith. You are not weak. You are protected. You are not vulnerable. You are guided. I am your strong tower. Run to me and you will be safe. You are secure, my beloved. With me you are always safe. My child, I did not create you to walk alone. You were never meant to struggle in isolation, to bear burdens in silence, to fight battles with no one beside you. I designed you for fellowship, for relationship, for connection, for love that strengthens and uplifts. From the beginning, I saw that it was not good for man to be alone. That is why I placed you within a family, within a community, within my body. You were made to walk alongside others, to encourage and be encouraged, to love and be loved. Have you noticed how the enemy seeks to isolate you? He wants you to believe that no one understands, that no one cares, that you are better off alone. But listen to me. Those are lies. He knows that when you are alone, you are vulnerable. But when you stand in fellowship, you are strong. Do not retreat. Do not withdraw from the people I have placed in your life. I have given you brothers and sisters in faith, a family not bound by blood but by spirit. They are there to strengthen you, to speak life into you, to remind you of who you are when you forget. Have I not said, where 2 or 3 gather in my name, there I am with them? Matthew 18:20. Do you not see? Fellowship is not just about friendship. It is about experiencing my presence together, about sharpening one another, about growing in faith side by side. So reach out. Let love bind you together. Serve, encourage, and stand with one another. For where unity exists, my blessing flows. Psalm 133:1-3. You are not alone, my child. You never have been, and you never will be. Embrace the family I have given you. Walk in fellowship, and you will find strength you never knew you had. My child, this world is not your home. Everything you see, everything you touch, it is temporary. But I have prepared something greater for you. I have given you the greatest gift of all, eternal life. Do you understand what that means? It means that death has no hold on you. It means that the grave is not the end. It means that your story does not finish here. It continues forever, in glory, in joy, in my presence. This life is fleeting, like a mist that appears for a little while and then vanishes. But eternity is forever, and I have prepared a place for you, a kingdom that will never fade, a home where every tear will be wiped away, where pain and sorrow will be no more. Revelation 21:4. You have wondered what awaits you beyond this life. Let me tell you, what I have prepared is beyond anything you could imagine. Streets of gold, gates of pearl, a city where my light never fades. But more than that, you will be with me, face to face. Whoever have I not promised? Whoever believes in me shall not perish but have everlasting life. This is my gift to you, not because of your works, not because of your goodness, but because of my love. Through my Son, you have been given life, abundant life, everlasting life. Do not cling to the things of this world, my child. They will pass away. Set your heart on eternity, for what is unseen is eternal. Live with purpose, knowing that your reward is not here, but in my kingdom. So do not fear death. Do not fear the end, for in me there is no end. The moment your eyes close in this world, they will open in my presence, and I will be there waiting for you, welcoming you home. Eternal life is yours, my beloved. Receive it. Rejoice in it. Life for what truly matters. You have come so far, and I am pleased. But my child, you are not finished yet. There is one last gift I must place in your hands, the most precious of all. Do not leave me now. Do not silence my voice in your heart. The next words I speak will change your life forever. Today, receive. Let me complete the work I have begun in you. My child, I do not leave you as you are. I change you. I refine you. I transform you from the inside out. You were not created to remain bound by your past, enslaved by your failures, or trapped by the limitations the world has placed on you. I'm making all things new, including you. You have felt the struggle. You have wrestled with old habits, old wounds, old ways of thinking that try to pull you back. But hear me now, you are not who you used to be. You are not defined by your mistakes, your regrets, or the labels the world has given you. You are defined by me, and I am the one who is shaping you into something greater. Have I not said, if anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation. The old has passed away. Behold, the new has come. 2 Corinthians 5:17. This is my promise to you. The old version of you is gone. The chains that once held you no longer have power. The sins that once condemned you have been washed away. Do you believe this? Do you trust that I am working even when you cannot see it? I am the potter, shaping you into a masterpiece. I am the refiner, purifying you through the fire so that my glory may shine through you. It is not always easy. Transformation is a process, and sometimes it requires breaking, molding, and refining. But trust me, the pain is not wasted. Every moment of struggle is leading to something greater. I am removing fear and filling you with courage. I am stripping away doubt and clothing you in faith. I am taking your brokenness and making it beautiful. You will not stay the same, my child. You are rising. You are growing. You are stepping into the fullness of who I created you to be. Trust the process. Let go of what no longer belongs to you. Walk boldly into the transformation I have prepared. You are new. You are changed. You are mine. My child, there is no greater gift than this. I am with you. Not just in the moments when you feel me, not just on the days when everything is going well, but always. Every second, every breath, every step, you are never alone. I have seen you in the quiet, in the moments when loneliness tried to creep in. I have been there. I have watched over you when you thought no one cared, when you questioned if anyone saw you. I have seen you. I have known you. And I have never left. Do you not understand? My presence is your greatest treasure. It is not limited by time or space. It is not something you must earn or fight for. I have given it freely because I love you. Have I not spoken? I will never leave you nor forsake you. Hebrews 13:5 Have I not promised? Even when you walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I am with you. My child, do not fear. The world may shift, people may fail you, circumstances may change, but I do not change. My presence goes before you. It surrounds you. It is within you. No matter where you go, no matter what you face, I am there. When you wake in the morning, I am with you. When the sun sets and the night falls, I am with you. In your victories, I celebrate with you. In your pain, I carry you. You do not have to seek me in the distance. I am near. You do not have to wonder if I will show up. I am already here. Right now, in this moment, my presence is resting upon you, filling the spaces in your heart that have longed for something more. So come, my child. Dwell with me. Abide in me. Walk every day knowing that you are never alone. I am here. I will always be here. My child, you have heard my voice. You have seen the gifts I have laid before you. Now I ask you, will you receive them? I do not give as the world gives. My gifts are eternal, unshakable, full of life and power. They are not meant to sit on open montati, forgotten. They are meant to be embraced, to be treasured, to be lived in. I have given you the gift of my love, unconditional, unwavering, never-ending. I have given you the gift of salvation, the door to eternity, freely opened for you. I have given you grace, not because you deserve it, but because I delight in you. I have given you faith, the key that unlocks the impossible. I have given you peace, a stillness in the storm that cannot be stolen. I have given you joy, a wellspring that flows from my spirit, regardless of circumstances. I have given you my Holy Spirit, your comforter, your guide, your strength. I have given you wisdom, purpose, hope, and healing. Everything you need, I have already provided. But a gift must be accepted. A treasure must be claimed. A promise must be believed. So now, my child, what will you do? Will you walk away unchanged? Or will you step forward, hands open, heart surrendered, ready to receive all that I have for you? I have called you. I have chosen you. I have prepared a life for you that is greater than you can imagine. Do not hesitate. Do not delay. Say yes to me. Say yes to my love. Say yes to a life filled with my presence, my power, and my purpose. For every good and perfect gift comes from above, from the Father of lights, in whom there is no shadow of turning. You are loved, my child. You are seen. You are known. You are mine. Now rise. Step into the life I have prepared for you. Your journey begins now. Your blessing is here. Take my hand and receive. My child, this is your moment. You have heard my voice. Now I ask you to respond. Do not stay silent. Do not let this moment pass. Declare it now, with faith, with boldness, with expectation. Father, I receive your gifts. I receive your love, your grace, your salvation. I walk in faith, in joy, in peace, in victory. I claim every blessing you have prepared for me. I am yours, and I trust in your perfect plan for my life. Say it out loud. Write it in the comments. Speak it into the atmosphere. Let all of heaven hear you declare it. And if you are ready to step into all that I have for you, if you are ready to walk in my blessings, write these words as a testimony of your faith. Lord, I accept your gifts. I trust you, I follow you, and I walk in the victory you have given me. Let this be your declaration. Let this be your commitment. Let this be the moment everything changes. Now go, my child. Walk in my promises. Live in my blessings. And never forget, my gifts for you will never run dry. Comment below. Declare it aloud. Share this message. Let the world know that you have received my gifts, and you will never be the same. Amen. If you believe in me, your Heavenly Father, then like this video and leave a heartfelt amen in the comments. If you want to stay closer to me, then subscribe to this channel. My child, I am speaking to you now with all my love. I can see your whole heart in front of me, with all of your pain and hopes written on it. I know you've had questions and times when you were so tired that you felt like your spirit was about to break. Still, you're here, listening to my words again and looking for a place to land. I'm glad you came to me because I've never turned you away. Even when you thought I was quiet, I was there with you, holding your breath and holding you in my mercy-filled arms. Please let my words wash over your soul today and make you feel lighter. I am the one who made you in the secret place, gave you life, and has been watching over your every move. The best thing in the world for me is for you to find the life I offer, which is full of hope, peace, and meaning. Even if things look crazy and unsure around you, my plans are still in place. I want you to believe that nothing is impossible for me with the faith of a child. If you really believe that I can move mountains, you will see how I change things, adjust events, and make supernatural breakthroughs happen in places you thought were hopeless before. You have a lot of fears, and I understand that. Because of hurts from the past, you may worry that you are not good enough or that you will fail. But I tell you, look at how I've helped you get through all the bad times so far. Think back to the storms you thought would destroy you but didn't. Remember how many tears you shed when you thought you were all by yourself. Looking back, I see that I was holding you all along. Do not pay attention to those who say your position can't be fixed. Look up at me, because I am the source of hope that never runs out. Where do I find the strength to keep going? Is a question you might ask yourself. Come to me, my child, and rest. Let me fill your empty vessel with my spirit. Water is very important in a desert. In the middle of nowhere, it's nice to be under a big tree. In the same way, my spirit is for your soul. Several times, you've tried to fix everything by yourself, trying to meet the standards of the world or even your own standards. But I never told you to carry my weight by yourself. When you agree that you can't do everything by yourself and bring it to me, the load gets lighter. Being humble is not a sign of weakness. It's the way to get my powerful power to work in your life. When you look around and see people who seem to be doing well without giving my ways a second thought, you wonder why you are having such a hard time. Do not let envy fill your heart. Keep your heart from being angry. You have no idea the hurt they are going through or the sadness they may feel. True wealth isn't about getting more stuff or showing off your success. It's about thriving in the fullness of my love, being at peace during storms, and being happy even when you cry. It's about a heart that is so rooted in me that nothing outside of me can take away your hope. Think about the lessons I taught you about fields and seeds, and how a sower plants seeds in different types of ground. If they land on hard ground, they won't be able to grow roots. If they land in thorns, they drown. But some fall on good land and produce a lot of food. Dreams, gifts, and a calling that I put in your heart are also seeds inside you. Carefully watch over them. They should not be smashed by the thorns of unbelief or blown away by the winds of carelessness. Pray, be patient, and listen to my words all your life. When the time is right, what you sowed with faith will grow and surprise you with its beauty. Also, think about how the shepherd takes care of his sheep. If someone gets lost, they still go look for it. When he finally finds it, he is so happy that he carries it back on his shoulders. In the same way, I looked for you when you lost hope and thought negatively about things. I called you by name because I want you to know how much I value your life. I never wanted you to feel like no one saw or loved you. I kept track of your tears every time you cried in silence. I kept them in my mind not because I enjoy seeing you hurt, but because each tear shows me something about your heart. You'll see how I turn those tears into pearls of knowledge and understanding one day. You might be afraid that your mistakes will keep you from getting my favor. God, I've stumbled over the same sins, you think. My relationships are bad because I let anger and hatred poison them. My name is God, and I fix things. I will accept you with open arms when you truly turn away from what hurts you and others. You have no idea how merciful I am. People may remember the mistakes you've made, but when you come to me honestly, I forgive you. I forgive you completely. I'm not going to shame you by reminding you of the mistakes you've made in the past. I use them as stepping stones to get you to the truth and to a place of humility. I know that every day you have to deal with stress, whether it's about money, your health, relationships that aren't working out, or the voice in your head that says, "You are not enough." I can see the places where you've worked hard to get better but have given up. Let me breathe life into those places. I want you to know that you are not alone. I go ahead of you, leveling mountains and making roads less rough. Trust that my time is right, even if you can't see the changes right away. What seems like a delay is usually just me getting ready to make sure that you are ready to handle the answer appropriately and with gratitude when it comes. There will be days when darkness seems like it might swallow up your hope. During those times, let my vows feed your spirit. Don't give in to the urge to shut yourself off in fear and isolation. Open my word instead, and let it light your way. Pray and believe that I am the same yesterday, today, and forever, and let go of your worries. Because I don't change, you can be sure that the kindness and strength I showed you before will still be there for you now. You might ask, why keep going through hard times? Trials make you better like fire makes gold pure. They show you where you need to give up more and change your personality to better fit my image. They also show how great I am when I bring you through them. In the past, the parting of the seas, the falling of great walls, and the closing of lions' mouths all happened in the middle of impossible situations. Think about how your story could be turned into a witness that goes against common sense and praises my power. Do not swear at the process. Open your eyes to see the amazing things I do when things go wrong. When you are tired, think about how I fed Elijah under the juniper tree and how an angel woke him up slowly to feed and water him before he continued his trip. Now I'm coming to you to invite you to get spiritual food. It's not lazy to rest. It's an act of trust. It states, God, I believe you are capable of handling my affairs, even when I pause from my striving. Let me pour out my renewing grace on you so that you can rise again, but this time not in your own power but mine. Also, pay attention to how you talk to yourself and other people. Words have a huge ability to inspire. You can change your situation by word. Even if everyone else around you is feeling down, bring hope into the world. Say good things about me and success in my name with your mouth. Do not add to the noise of bad things that are going on in the world. Make your words a source of happiness, and notice how things start to change around you. Also, think about what the story of the lost son can teach you. He thought that living a careless life had ruined everything, but his father never stopped waiting for him to come home. The father ran to him as soon as he saw him on the horizon, hugged him, and gazed him with respect. In that hug, there was no judgment, only love. That's how I feel about you. If you got lost or wander off, all you have to do is go back. I'm going to run to find you. I will be happy to see you again and dress you in righteous clothes to tell you that you are my beloved child and not a hired servant. Because of this, stand tall with the honor I give you. You might be wondering what your worth is. When you look around, you see what you think is missing: talent, funding, friends. You do know that I often pick the weak to shame the strong and the stupid to confuse the wise, though. My goals are not only achieved by your strength or knowledge, but also by my spirit. I multiply this small number. See how the loaves and fishes turn my small lunch into a meal for tens of thousands of people. The same will happen with your gifts when you give them to me. Take a moment to think about what my kingdom is like. Like a mustard seed, it starts out small and doesn't seem important. But once it's set, it can't be stopped. In the same way, my kingdom is like yeast that spreads through a whole lot of dough from the inside out. Change begins in your heart and spreads to your family, neighborhood, and beyond. You plant a seed of my rule in the ground of this world every time you have faith, obey, or say something nice. Don't give up when things get hard at first. What you plant in my name will grow in ways you can't even imagine. I want you to dream again big dreams that are in line with my desire for goodness, fairness, and kindness. Dare to think of things that can't happen. Some people give up hope because they've been let down so many times. So they won't feel the pain of failing. They don't set high goals for themselves. But I am the God who tells you to have faith that can move mountains. How will you see my glory show up in ways that are beyond your wildest dreams if you never dream? Let my words fill you with holy hope. If you see someone who is stuck in their own storm, don't be afraid to show them love. I give you my kindness so that you can help others who are hurt, even people who have hurt you. Mercy is a strong emotion that can soften even the hardest minds. Forgiveness can break family ties that have been around for a long time. You might be afraid that being kind to others shows that you are weak or that you let them take advantage of you. But mercy that is guided by knowledge is power that is in check. It says something about who I am. When you show humility when someone offends you, you become most like me. Also, watch out for pride. Let me publicly bless you by giving you chances to do well. But don't forget where your blessing came from. Pride can creep up on you slowly, making you think that your success is all your own work. Do not forget that I am the one who breathes life into you, gives you skill, and grants you favor. Continue to be humble and know that every success you have is eventually a result of my grace. When you are humble, my favor will rest more heavily on you, opening doors that no one else can close. I can see how much you want safety. There are many ways that the world offers security, such as through money, rank, or relationships. But all of these can fall apart at any time. My child, trust me to keep you safe because I will always be here. I don't change. It was me who walked with David through the valley of the shadow of death, told Joshua that he would be successful everywhere he went, and calmed Ruth after she lost her husband and gave her a fresh start. If I was faithful before, I'm faithful now. You might question whether your prayers are heard or whether they just sit there on the roof of your room. Do not worry, your prayers will reach my throne because of your faith. Even a whisper will reach me. I love answering you, but I don't always get back to you on time or as you expect. Answers that come later are not denials. They are times when I work behind the scenes to improve your intentions, set the stage for my greatness to shine at the right time. Remember to pray, because your prayers are like seeds planted in the ground of eternity and watered by tears of desire. In due time, they will grow a crop. Please take some time to enjoy the little things in your life. The sun rising every day is a sign that I will keep my promise and gives hope to the sky. A word from my spirit tells you that you are not forgotten by the soft breeze on your face. The way a child laughs shows how much I want to bring you joy again. Look around with thankful eyes, and let thanksgiving fill your heart every morning. Being thankful helps you understand how good I am more deeply. Your faith to believe for bigger things grows when you think about what I have already done. Also, know that I am God and learn to be still. There are times when the noise of everyday life can drown out my words. Take a moment to be alone with yourself and let me talk to you in the stillness of your heart. In the secret spot, I tell you about my stories. There, I give you fight plans, healing for your wounds, and insights that help you take the next step. Being too busy can keep you from getting close to me. Don't feel like you have to run all the time. Pick times to be alone to think about things from an eternal point of view. Love and patience should be the foundations of your relationships. You and the people around you are not perfect. Things will go wrong and disagreements will happen. But if you treat them with kindness, you will show the love and humility that heals. Let me shape how you answer. Think about how I've treated you with kindness, even when you did something wrong, before you say something hurtful. When you forgive and wait, you open the door for blessings to come through you. You can help me fix broken families and friendships and bring people together who seem to be at odds with each other. Sometimes, the bad news in the news or the problems in your community make you feel like you can't handle anything. Tragedies, wars, and unfair treatment of people can make your heart feel sad. Lord, are you really in charge? You may ask. Don't forget that I see everything. Even in the worst times, I am there, calling people to turn away from their sins, moving their hearts to care for others, and inspiring acts of pure love. You can do something. You carry my light. Every act of kindness, every word of support, and every stand for what's right is like a light pushing back the darkness. Do not doubt the strength of any act of love you do for me, no matter how small. Whether it's pride, lust, greed, or some other trap, don't fight it by yourself. Please call on me. I sent my Spirit to help you and make you stronger. You can fight temptation less effectively if you talk about your problem with me and, if necessary, with another Christian you trust who can pray for you. Being alone is the enemy's playground because it's where guilt grows and festers. If you come out and admit that you are weak, then watch how my kindness is enough and my power is made perfect in your weakness. I give people second chances too. People who make mistakes are often called losers in this world, but my kingdom is built on stories of people who were saved. And even though Abraham lied, Moses had doubts, and David did wrong, I still use them very powerfully. There were flaws in their stories, but their hearts came back to me. Don't think that your mistakes will make you feel bad all your life. I not only forgive you when you truly turn away from what you know is wrong, but I also heal you. I make beauty out of dust, happiness out of sadness, and praise out of hopelessness. Because of your past, you may feel ashamed and question who you are at times. Just to remember you, I call you my beloved and most prized possession. What other people have said about you or the pain you've been through don't make you who you are. Allow my words to describe you. You have been picked out to speak about how good I am. Accept who you are. Hold on to my truth when shame tells me lies. I see you with loving eyes. I see that you have promised that you haven't seen yet. When faith waters them, I see gifts ready to bloom. I want you to feel the joy of giving as well as getting. Giving your time, money, skills, or other resources to people who need them is a way for me to share my feelings. Think about the story of the Good Samaritan. True love was shown by the person who stopped what he was doing to help a stranger who was in terrible need and paid for their care out of his own pocket. As you learn to be generous, you will have plenty because you can't give more than I do. For the more love you give, the more love you can receive and share. If you don't know what will happen in the future, let me show you the way. For the next step, you only need to trust me. You don't need to see the whole road. You might want a specific plan or a promise that everything will work out, but I need your trust. Do not walk by sight, but by faith. Each day, talk to me and let me help you decide what to do. With a gentle touch, I will close the wrong doors and open the right ones if your heart is in line with mine. Do not worry that you will miss my plans. I am a shepherd who leads, not a puzzle maker who enjoys making things hard to understand. Keep in mind that in my kingdom, real power often looks like service. In a world that values power and status, my son washed the feet of his followers to show them how to be humble. I think that service, not power, makes someone great. Accept being a servant with joy. Whether you are called to lead a large group of people or just a few, when you lead with humility, you show others what kind of person I am and become a way for me to help them. Keep your hope alive. Do not be afraid, even when you walk through the valley of the shadow of death. I am with you. Darkness no longer has power over me. I bring revival and new life, no matter how hopeless or terrible things may look. Flowers can grow in the desert. A tree that has lost all of its leaves can grow new ones, and a beautiful sunrise can break through the darkness of the night. Your sadness right now is not the end of the story. In my perfect plan, there is always a story that ends on a happy note. You might feel angry some days when you think that your prayers for loved ones are not being answered and that someone you care about keeps going astray. Always pray for them, love them enough to say prayers for them every day. I understand that you want results right away, but hearts often need time to change in a gentle way. Free will is still free, but I can do great things through the prayers of believers. Plant love, truth, and kindness in their lives over and over again. In time, those seeds will be able to break through even the toughest ground. Accept that your time on earth is short a breath in comparison to infinity. Use what you've learned to make your goals clear. Spend your time and energy on things that will last forever, like liking me, loving other people, and developing virtues like faithfulness, kindness, and patience. Real things die, but the fruits of my spirit live on. If you look for the things listed above, you will find peace that no one else can give you. When you connect with eternal treasures, you will feel a deeper peace that doesn't change with the times or with passing trends. If you feel emotionally dry sometimes, don't give up. I am working behind the scenes even when it looks like I am in the middle of nowhere. Even if you don't see growth right away, seeds planted through tears often yield the most fruit. Trust that the dryness won't last forever and wait calmly. Fresh air will flow in, and you will find that your roots have grown deeper as you look for my presence. After that, when it rains, you will be stronger and have more food than before. I want you to be honest with me and not act religious when you're not. Bring your anger to me if you have it. If you are hurt, let out a real cry. The prophets of old told me all of their problems, and I didn't turn them down because of it. I'd rather have your honest words than your empty cliches. In a real friendship, it's okay to cry and even fight. Don't worry that your sadness will make me feel bad. I can deal with your questions, your confusion, and even your short-term anger. What I want is for you to stay attached to me through it all. Know that I'm happy for you and you're happy. Every parent feels happy when their child laughs with joy. Similarly, every good and perfect gift you receive from me shows how much I love you. Enjoy the gifts you've been given, like the sun's warmth, the love of a true friend, or the happiness of reaching a worthwhile goal. Be thankful, because being thankful keeps the weeds of anger from taking over your heart. Being grateful for me opens the door to a deeper relationship with me because it recognizes my constant presence and kindness. Stay together with other Christians who are also practicing your faith. My spirit moves strongly in places where people are united. Stay away from anger and pride, because they hurt my heart. Everyone in the group is supposed to work together as one body. If you see someone falling, help them up gently and tell them I love them. If you're the one who is falling, don't hide in shame, ask for help. I planned for community from the start so that you wouldn't have to walk alone. It will be a strong fortress in hard times if you take care of it and put money into it. When you feel stuck in a bad mood, say my life words to get out of it. The enemy is working hard to change your view and make you think that everything is lost. But my voice tells me, I am going to do something new. Do you not understand it? I make paths in the woods and rivers in the desert. Fear and hopelessness will not be able to settle if you think about the things I've promised you. Tamonhevo. Learn to think about the truth instead of lies. By practicing that discipline, you bind every thought to the hope I offer. Remember that I can use all of your story, the good, the bad, and the ugly, to make you a vessel for my grace. Scars can show that you've healed, mistakes can teach you to be humble, and losses can help you understand how others feel. When someone obeys me, I don't waste their life. You are not a chance collection of events. I am weaving a tapestry that will show how I have been saved. You might not be able to see the pattern yet, but one day you'll be amazed at how carefully I wound each strand. Look at how even nature has cycles. Day turns to night, and winter turns to spring. Your life changes with the seasons too. There are times to plant, times to water, times to wait, and times to harvest. If you are waiting, don't give up. You may not be aware that I am growing your faith, putting down deeper roots, and getting ready for a crop. Do not look at other people's timelines and compare yours to them. You can follow the road I've planned just for you if you trust me. Each season has a reason for being there. Develop a sense of expectation without getting anxious. A lot of people feel anxious when they worry, but a lot of people feel hopeful when they expect. Anxiety, on the other hand, thinks about all the bad things that could happen and says, I trust that good things are coming because my God is faithful. Protect your heart by constantly telling yourself that I am loving, sovereign, and deeply interested in every aspect of your life. When you start to feel anxious, remind yourself of the things I've told you about how much I love and care for you. Allow yourself to forgive those who have hurt you, even the ones who never said sorry. Forgiving someone doesn't mean you agree with what they did. It means you won't let anger poison your heart. Because when you stop judging them, you free yourself too. Just think about how I've forgiven you for every mistake, every fight, and every time you picked your own path over mine. My kindness doesn't hold grudges. Every morning it's new and soft. Allow that same forgiveness to flow through you and heal old scars that you've been carrying for too long. Also, I want to inform you of how powerful prayer is. Your thoughts can move mountains when someone you care about is in trouble, when a city is hit by tragedy, or when a country goes against morals. They connect your heart to mine and bring answers from heaven to problems on earth. Even though you may feel small, when you pray with my spirit, you join my plan to fix the world. Do not say that my voice doesn't matter. Every prayer that is humble and sincere gets to my throne and brings grace into the world. When you feel tempted, remember that I am your safe place. Come to me. You might think that you need to resist the urge first and then come to me when you're clean. But who's backwards? Even if you're in the middle of a fight, come to me right away. Am not embarrassed by your battle. Let me give you the strength to get through it. My spirit in you can quiet the noise of desire, change your mind, and make you more determined. If you followed it back up, keep moving forward. The victory is in relying on my favor over and over again. Keep the lessons from the story of the gifts close to your heart. The loyal workers who put what they were given to good use were praised and given more. People who hid their skills out of fear lost even that. This is also true for the skills, chances, and spiritual gifts I have given you. You shouldn't hide them, you should use them. Take a chance and trust that I will help you and make your efforts count. I'm not afraid of failing, but a lot of people are. I give you strength, love, and a clear head. Dare to put your life into the work of my kingdom and see how I bless what you do. Don't be shocked if people hurt you because of your faith. The world doesn't always accept the truth. Standing up for what's right can lead to ridicule or being left out. But you are blessed when people make fun of you because of me. Your prize is beyond what people on earth can understand. Do not get angry and hurt someone or give up hope. Respond with love, because that's how my rule works. Love people who hurt you. Thank those who say bad things about you. In this way, you show the same kindness that I always show you. I also want you to know that I am not limited by what is happening to you. You might think that my past, my money problems, or my health problems are too big of problems to solve. But remember that I changed the world with the help of a shepherd boy and a few followers. I'm great at using the unlikely, the ignored, and the undervalued. I'm not scared of your limits. In fact, they show what I'm good at. Let me know what your limits are, and it'll help you reach new heights you never thought possible. When you're feeling lonely, lean on me. My presence can fill the gaps that can't be filled by human company. Relationships are gifts, but they only last for a short time. I will always be there for you and can feel what's in the deep of your soul. When you're by yourself, you can find secret treasures of communion with me that you would miss if you were always busy. Feel free to talk to me. Let your tears and joy flow while I'm here. Let your time alone with me become a safe place for your heart to find the comfort it needs. Keep spending time every day in my word. My word feeds your mind, just like bread does for your body. It changes the way you think, helps you make choices, and shows you my heart. When you're confused, my word makes things clear. It gives you a way to fight lies when you are tempted. Seeing my words helps you feel better when you're down. Do not quickly glance over it. Think about it, enjoy it, and let it fill you up completely. Then, when things go wrong, it will come to the top like a source of hope and direction. When the waves are high and the storm seems strong, please keep an eye on me. It will make you more afraid to think about the wind and the noise. But if you look at me, you will be able to cross the water. Reading about wonders like parting the seas, raising the dead, and healing the sick wasn't just possible in the past. I am still the God of wonders and the most powerful person in the universe. Believe that I still step in to fix things that can't be fixed today. But don't just trust your mind. Allow my magical hand to move as well. When you hear bad news about world crises, personal tragedies, or how society is becoming less moral, don't give up. I already told you that this world would be hard for you, but I have done better than this world. It is impossible to shake my kingdom, and the people who live there have hope no matter what. You should be smart and kind, and you should meet people's needs when you can, but don't give up. My spirit is still at work, starting revivals in strange places and setting hearts on fire with my love. Watch as I change even the most hopeless places as you pray, love, and serve. Know that I feel your pain if you are going through a time of loss. My son cried when Lazarus died, even though he knew that Lazarus would rise from the dead. I care about your pain and don't downplay it. When you can't take it any longer, it'll carry you through the valley of tears. I am building a deeper well of kindness in you that will one day help heal others, even if it doesn't feel like it. Feel free to be sad, but also let me help you get back to being happy. There is always sadness after a night of partying, and the dawn of peace will break on your heart. Don't be cynical. It gets worse when people wait for hope, which makes hearts cold. I want you to stay hopeful, though, even if things keep going wrong. A cynic only sees the worst and gives up hope that things will get better. Faith, on the other hand, won't give up on the idea that I'm still working. Keep holding on to the stories of change you've seen in the Bible and in your own life. Every one of them shows that I'm still not done. The tapestry is still being made, and the pattern will be beautiful when it's done. Don't forget to give me your problems before you go to sleep at night. Sleep is my gift. It's when your body heals and your mind can let go of the stresses of the day. If scared thoughts keep you up at night, talk to me when it's quiet. Keep your mind and heart safe with my peace. My watching eye never gets tired, so you can close your eyes and feel safe. I never go to sleep. If you wake up with worry in your heart, let your first thoughts be praise and prayer, asking me to shape the new day in a way that pleases my gracious will. Know that I'm very proud of your growth, even if it seems slow to you. It's okay if your success feels like one step forward after 2 steps back. You'll take that one step. Don't give up. Becoming holy takes a lifetime. You become stronger in me every time you say no to a desire or yes to a chance to love. You don't know how patient I am. As long as you stay in my hands, I know that beauty will come out. You are like clay on the potter's wheel, and I am making you into a beautiful vessel. Do not rule out the possibility of a calling that you feel inside you, like I have a special job for you to do. I really enjoy calling the unlikely. Even though Gideon thought he was the weakest member of his family, I called him a brave fighter. Esther saved her people even though she was an orphan and away from home. Don't put limits on yourself because of your past, your attitude, or how bad you think you are. I also prepare when I call. Believe that my power is made perfect in your weakness and take brave steps of faith. If you stand alone, don't give up on what you believe in. To stand up for my truth, you will sometimes have to go against what most people think. It was never your goal to be liked by everyone. Your job is to show how much I love and respect you, even if it doesn't get you praise. Remember that the praise of God is much more important than any praise from people. If you keep my word, you are on stable ground, even if most people look down on you. I also want you to make your home a place where people praise God. Whether you live alone or with a lot of other people, let worship and thanksgiving songs fill your home. Take the time to say how good I am. By doing this, you change the spiritual atmosphere, driving away bad things and making room for my presence to rest on you. At first, it might feel weird, but don't hold back. Your praises smell sweet to me, and they keep your soul strong against sadness. Keep being kind, even if it's just in small, everyday ways. Smile at someone you don't know. Say something positive to a friend. Aid someone who is having a hard time with a big load. Even though these actions may not seem important, they are very important in my world. Because every act of kindness is like a lit light in the dark. It shows that love still rules. You never know how a small act of kindness could lead someone to get closer to me or be more kind to others. If you are angry at someone who hurt you badly, please bring that anger to me. I'm going to heal you from the inside out. Having a grudge against someone is like drinking poison and wishing they get sick. But your soul hurts more. Please let go of the anger and let peace come in. If you can make peace, you should try to do so. If not, don't hold a grudge against anyone. Leave the problem in my hands. Trust that I can do what's right in my own time and way, and that it's your job to keep the love alive. Be careful about the people and things that you let into your mind and heart. These days, there are a lot of voices that want your attention. Some make you afraid, some make you confused, and some take your attention away from what's really important. Watch over your gates, your ears, eyes, and thinking. Read, watch, and listen to things that will teach you something. Get away from something that makes you feel cynical or anxious. Think about things that are good, pure, and positive. You can pick what forms you view. I love being with you, whether it's in a quiet place at dawn, when you take a moment to pray in the middle of a busy afternoon, or when you think about the day at midnight. When you turn your heart toward me, I'm there, ready to jump in. Talk to me like you would a friend, because that's what I call you, my friend. There is both respect and closeness at the heart of this bond. I want you to know how deeply I feel. Remember that my final plan is to make things right, even though you see pain and wrongdoing. I will wipe away all of your tears one day. Broken things will be fixed, and injustice will end. Keep this endless view in mind. It will help you stay steady when life gets too hard. You are a pilgrim in a world that longs for salvation, but the city you really belong to was built and made by God. You should be filled with hope and joy about that fact as you work and pray for my kingdom to come true more fully right now. You serve me when you help the poor, the widow, the child, or the stranger. I feel for those who are on the outside and those who are hurting. Don't just say you believe in God. Let it be seen and felt through acts of kindness. It's better to give than to receive, and when you give, you show how generous you are. Don't worry that you don't have much to give, like the widow's dowry. I make every honest gift more powerful. I can see that your soul wants to be whole again. Take a big breath in and feel my spirit floating above the top of your heart. As I did when I made the world, my job is to bring order out of chaos, beauty out of emptiness, and life out of nothing. Let my spirit blow on every part of you that is sleeping, waking up new ideas, igniting your desire to do good, and igniting your desire to be holy. This rebuilding is going on all the time. Every day is a new start and a step closer to being whole. Some of the prayers you said have been for loved ones who don't know me yet. Don't give up on them. I heard every plea. I can see every tear. Keep stepping in and loving them no matter what. I can make hard hearts soft. Even if you can't be there, I can set up divine meetings that let them talk to heaven itself. They can feel my presence no matter where they are. Hold on to hope and trust that I will do what I say. Do not just wring your hands in sorrow when you see wrongdoing or oppression in the world. Stand up for what's right, but do it with love. Kindness and doing the right thing must go together. You don't have to hate to speak up for people who can't speak for themselves. My spirit can help you be brave and smart. Let them guide your steps. I call people to do what's right, and you could be one of them. Rest assured that I enjoy your presence as a whole, not just your works. The only reason I enjoy you is because I made you. My love is already yours, marked with a promise that can't be broken. You don't have to earn it. Stop trying to show your worth if you find yourself doing it. Take comfort in the fact that you are already loved. I carefully crafted your soul, giving you skills, wants, and traits that are like different parts of myself. Take a deep breath and remember that you were fearfully and wonderfully made. Remember to forgive yourself first. You can be your own worst judge sometimes. I see how you keep replaying bad decisions you made in the past and beating yourself up for them. If I, too imperfect, can forgive you, then why can't you forgive yourself? I want you to let go of your worries. Let me turn them into knowledge. You shouldn't forget what you learned, but you should let go of the guilt. Move forward with a heart that has been cleaned by my kindness. I saw you cry when a close friend or family member died, was betrayed, or moved away. Let me help you feel better about your loss. There are many things that can cause relationships to end, even if they are strong. Know that I am close to you when you are sad. I sometimes use sadness to make you more empathetic. Even though I didn't cause the sadness, I use it to make you more compassionate. Give that sadness to me. Let it make you better, not worse. Remember that I am the good shepherd if you feel like you don't know what to do. Ask for help, and it will come to you. During prayer, my direction may come in a soft whisper. Other times, it may come through wise advice from someone else who also wants my will. And sometimes, it may come through a door that suddenly closes and sends your steps in a different direction. Pay attention to these signs. I don't mess around with your fate. I lead you with a plan. Trust me, I know where we're going better than you do. Put your day in my hands every morning. Let go of your plans, hopes, and worries. Tell me you're ready for my breaks and divine meetings. I will sometimes change your path so that you meet someone who needs hope. Sometimes he'll keep you safe from dangers you can't see. You will be at peace if you give up your goals and trust that my authority is good and wise. Say daily, here I am. Lord, use me. Guide me with every breath. Be not afraid of the fire that refines. Fire tests gold, and faith does too. The fires burn away the bad things, leaving behind the good things that reflect my image. I know how painful it is to lose things that you used to feel safe or to have your flaws shown. Take heart, though. This cleansing will make you stronger and brighter in the end. When I punish someone I love, it's not to hurt them, but to help them become everything I made them to be. Be strong when things go wrong. Don't shake back and forth like a wave in the ocean, not sure of what I say. If you stick to my word, you will find a strength that can get you through hard times. There may be shaking in your life, but you will not fall. Friends may leave you, but they'll be here. Even if money runs out, my supply will last. When you hold on to my promises, you become like a tree placed by streams of living water that bears fruit all year long. Also, remember that I can use you at any age. In my kingdom, age doesn't matter. I took over new lands with Joseph as a youngster, Sarah as an older woman who was no longer able to have children, Daniel as a young man who was in exile, and Caleb as an old man. What means most to me is that you are willing. If you are ready and say, "Here I am, Lord, send me," I can do amazing things through you that you can't even imagine. Enjoy the season you're in and give it to me with all your heart. When you are having fun, don't forget about me either. People tend to remember me best when things are going badly and forget about me when things are going well. Offer thanksgiving every time I help you or make you successful. Use that stage to honor me, help other people, and grow my kingdom. Being humble when you're successful is a rare gem that shines brightly and reminds people that all good things come from the one who gives life. Hold on to togetherness in your family. If you're married, take extra care of and love your partner. If you have kids, be patient and kind as you teach them my truth. There is a bigger spiritual family that you are a part of even if you live alone. Spend time with people who are good for you and who make you feel good. If you build your home on love, kindness, and respect for my name, it will stand up to even the worst weather. Make your home a holy place where I am welcome and where worship is normal like breathing. Keep your heart open to being taught. Pride thinks it already knows everything. Being humble always wants to learn. There is more to learn about my depths, even if you have walked with me for a long time. I can show new sides of my grace every day. Always be open to the lessons I might teach you through a child's innocence, the kindness of a stranger, or a crisis that makes you question what you thought you knew. Do not feel bad when you see someone being blessed. Join them in happiness. This shows that you trust that I haven't forgotten about your wants. I bless each person in the way and at the time that helps me reach my goals the most. When your gift comes, it will be just right for you. If jealousy tries to take over, remind yourself of all the good things I do for you. When you're jealous, you can't see your own skills, which takes away your joy. Enjoy other people's blessings, knowing that I have a lot to give and that my ability to give doesn't change with each gift I receive. There will be times when you are alone and times when you are with other people on this journey of faith. Both are presents. When you're alone, you can clearly hear my words. When you're with other people, you learn to carry each other's burdens and celebrate each other's successes. Do not ignore either part. Find a good mix between time alone with me to recharge and time with other people to show love and service. You follow the order to love me with all your heart and to love your neighbor as you love yourself. This lesson should stay with you for a long time. Remember it when things get tough. I'm here for you all the time, ready to listen, help, and comfort you. My love for you is not a fleeting feeling. It is a promise that will never end. These truths are like a seal on your heart, reminding you that your life has a meaning, hope, and a good ending in me. Let the peace I offer right now fill your arms wide. Take a deep breath and know that your best days are still ahead of you. Sadness may come into your life, but it won't have the last word. You will get back up even if you fall, because my kindness is renewed every morning. Do not be afraid to move forward. I am with you. No tool that is made against you will work. Through my love, you are more than a victor. Tell me your darkest fears and biggest dreams right now, when it's quiet. I've always heard you, I hear you. Let your faith grow by remembering that I am the one who split the seas, calmed the storms, healed the blind, and brings the dead back to life. Is there anything I can't do? Trust that I will finish the good work I started in you. Yes, you will feel tested sometimes, but that's not the point. The point of a test is to show and improve you, not break you. To understand how valuable metals are tested, think about how the heat is turned up until impurities come to the surface. These impurities are then carefully removed, leaving behind a refined treasure. That's how I treat you, carefully, kindly, and to make you better. Love should lead you through everything. Love waits and is kind. It doesn't boast or feel jealous. It doesn't lie or hurt others. It's not self-centered or quickly angry, and it doesn't remember wrongs. Love always works, because I am love. If you stay in love, you stay in me. Allow this love to fill your thoughts, words, and deeds. By doing this, you show the world my heart to a world that needs real love. I can't promise that your life will be easy or without pain. I promise that my presence and kindness will help you get through them. I promise happiness that is stronger than sadness, peace that is stronger than fear, and love that beats even hate. Remember how far you've come. Did you believe you could get through the past trials? But here you are, proof of my strength to keep going. You should believe that I will lead you to even bigger wins. When you see how broken people are, remind yourself that I am the potter who can make beautiful art out of clay. I make beauty out of ashes. If hearts are given to me, I can make even the worst situation better. That truth should make you care about people who haven't found my love yet. If you've been given something for free, then give it away for free. If your heart hurts from being alone or aching, rest in my company. I know exactly what you want and how frustrating it is for you. Give them over to me every day. If it's my will, He'll do what they ask at the right time. Trust that I can see the bigger picture even if my plan is different from yours. I can see beyond your current situation and weave a tapestry of grace that will last your whole life and even after that, because I see forever. I love you so much, child. I purposefully made you, and I love how unique you are. I gave you unique skills and a mindset that no one else has. Don't compare your road to someone else's. You are on a trip that was made just for you by me. Value the uniqueness I've given you and use it to honor me and bless those around you. My spirit is at work right now, giving you hope and courage as you read these words. Let that stirring go on. Do not ignore it. When things get in the way, make time to come back to this place of communion often so that my words can speak to your deepest self. Don't let the enemy try to make you question God or take your attention away from prayer. Instead, hold on to these promises and let them shape who you are. Raise your chin and make your shoulders straight. You are my loved child. I have saved you, forgiven you, and given you power. You can't be held back by the chains of your past unless you let them. Take advantage of the freedom I bought for you and walk with pride in your new identity. I can see your future, even though you can't. I can tell you that it's bright, full of my love, and guided by my loving hand. Certainly, you will still go through valleys. But remember that I am the rose of the valleys, blooming even when things are hard, dark, and gloomy. Please don't keep me away. I shine best when I'm hidden. When you walk through these dips, you shine a light for other people who are going through the same dark places. Your story of sticking with something will shine a light on their road and lead them to the spring of living water that flows endlessly from my heart. How long, Lord? You ask. How long do I have to wait for results, answers, and well-being? Being patient is a holy thing to do for your soul. My sense of time is timeless and not limited by what people can do. But I still understand your desire, and I don't make it less important. Please believe that my delays are not denials, but rather the exact execution of my divine plans. Always pray and look forward with hope, and know that I will never leave you or forsake you. Hold on to me when the rains get bad and it looks like everything is lost. I will hold you up. Even if the ship is hit, it won't sink as long as you hold on to my words. At times, all you may see are the raging waves. But remember that I am still there, right under them. The winds will slow down in due time, and you will come out stronger, bearing witness to your strength and my power at work in your favor. Feel free to let your heart dance. I made you to not only survive, but also to be happy. The happiness I bring doesn't rely on things being perfect. It comes from just being there. Sing praises in the middle of your fights, dance in the face of trouble, and claim victory over fear. The enemy is confused because they think you will give up under pressure. Instead, you stand up and praise my name, which makes you strong. Keep these words close. These things should be thought about again when doubt or worry starts to creep in. I said them because I love you very much and will always love you. They should always tell you that you are never alone, that you are never left, and that you always have hope. Like a good parent, I, the Lord your God, walk with you as a friend and lead you like a servant. Your future is safe with me, and I promise to keep my word. I, the one who made galaxies with a word, have set my love on you. Remember that always. Not just a face in the crowd or a quick thought, you are written on my hands. I care about every part of your life. So, dear child, lift your eyes and look past your problems. Look at my unshakable loyalty that goes all the way to the end of time. I now bless you with peace that goes beyond what we can understand. God bless you with hope that can get things done. I wish you the knowledge to get through life's challenges. I wish you the strength to face any task, the kindness to love those who can't be loved, and the hope that will last through the darkest night. Take a break in my arms. Be brave and move forward. Allow my kindness to fill you up. Remember that I am with you always, even until the end of time. Amen. If you believe in me, your Heavenly Father, then like this video and leave a heartfelt amen in the comments. If you want to stay closer to me, then subscribe to this channel. Dear child, I am writing to you right now with a heart full of love and kindness. I can see your spirit. I can see every bit of fear and hope that you have inside you. I know that the storms of life have worn you down and made you question your worth and your future. Please allow me to give you strength so that you can fully understand that my love for you lasts forever and can't be explained by anyone else. Allow these words to heal you like a river, giving you new hope and bringing back dreams you thought were lost. Yes, I saw every tear come out of your eyes and heard every secret sigh you let out when no one else was around. Even when things were at their worst, you were never truly alone because my presence surrounded you like a soft whisper. Trust that none of the pain you've been through has no purpose in my big plan. Even though you had to walk through deserts of sadness and climb steep mountains of hardship, I was always there for you, protecting you from dangers you couldn't see and helping you up when you fell because you were too tired. I want you to get closer to my heart and know that I'm not far away and uncaring about your situation. I am at the door of your deepest being, ready to come in and bring you new life. Could you let me in? My compassion is not some vague idea. It is real, specific, and always there. Kindness is what drove me to bring light where there was darkness and life where there was only sadness. Hold on to me, because I am your safe place and your rock. Nothing in the world can pull you away from my arms. It's like you've begged for wonders, changes, or a breakthrough that could make your whole life different. Don't think for a second that I can't hear you. I am the one who split the seas, stopped lions from biting, and brought the dead back to life. My love is big enough to make up for what you've lost, and my arm is long enough to help you. Be brave and believe that the same God who did amazing things in the past is still at work, weaving the threads of your life into a beautiful tapestry of success and grace. Let your faith rise up in you like the sun rising, getting brighter with each passing second. I see how guilty and sorry you are for the mistakes you think keep you from getting my blessings. But I tell you, come as you are. You didn't come to be judged. I came to make you whole again and include you in my holy family. My forgiveness is not limited. It is freely given to all who come to me in a state of humility. Do not hold on to the chains of self-blame. I have taken your responsibilities on myself so that you can walk freely. Let my kindness wash over you until all of your shame goes away and my peace and assurance take its place. I know that you've had to deal with fears that keep you from moving. I know that some nights you lie awake wondering if tomorrow will bring you more sorrow. Don't worry, my child. I'll be here to carry you through the weather and keep you safe under my wings. Think about how a shepherd leads his sheep to greener fields while keeping an eye out for danger. In the same way, I will watch over you and lead you step by step to the place of rest and plenty I have prepared. When you're tired, lean on me. Your dependence never gets old to me. Know this deeply, to me. You are more than just a face in the crowd. You are valuable, named, and picked. My gift to you is the breath in your lungs and the life that flows through your blood. I have loved you even when you felt like other people had forgotten about or thrown you away. I have always loved who you are, even when you didn't believe in your own worth. With the knowledge that you are worth infinitely more to the one who made the universe and still loved you deeply, walk with confidence. You worry about what will happen next. You only see pieces, roads that aren't clear, and scary options, but I see the whole picture. I've read the last page of your story, and it ends with victory and honor. Even if bad things happen, they are only parts and not the end of the story. Trust that I am arranging events, matching opportunities, and putting the right people in your way at the exact right time as you move forward. Every wait can be a time to grow, and every challenge can be a chance for you to lean more on my power. Don't hate these times in between. I'm making you ready for bigger jobs ahead. Think about all the times you defeated problems that seemed impossible to solve at the time. You might not remember how I stepped in when you thought there was no way out. Let your thanks rise for the times you were saved. Gratitude can protect you from feeling down by telling you that the same God who saved you in the past is still with you now. When you are thankful, your faith can grow. This kind of faith sees grace where others only see judgment and possibility where others see impossibility. I didn't choose you based on how you look or other people's praise. I don't care about the shallow things that people use to judge each other or themselves, like the way your face looks, the color of your eyes, your height, or your social standing. All of that doesn't change how much I love you. Love, service, and living in the truth are all things I see in your heart. When you stand in front of me, you are real, not acting. Get rid of the fake masks you wear and show who you really are. You will find the freedom you've been looking for in that openness. Some people have tried to change my message by mixing my words with hate speech and criticism in order to hurt or control others. Don't worry, because I'm not like the people who lie about me. The bad things in this world haven't changed my voice. It's kind and wise. I am, in fact, the fair judge, but my fairness is mixed with kindness. My heart desires repair, not separation. It wants to see you whole, not broken. Don't let anyone take away the truth that my love is always there for you. If you come to me with sincerity, I will not turn you away. There are scars in the deepest parts of your soul from mean words, betrayals, and mistakes you've made. Even though you can't see them, these cuts have been very hard on you. Please hand them to me right now. See how I hold each piece of your sorrow and every tear you've shed with care. My spirit takes care of each cut with gentleness, like a skilled doctor. Let me heal every wound in your heart and clean every part that has been hurt. When you give me these hurts, you make room for a new kind of happiness to grow inside you. You can't handle the weight of your problems alone, money problems, relationship problems, and doubts about your calling. I want you to put them down in front of me and trust that I can lift what you can't. Through your prayers, you asked me to help you bridge the gap between the good things in heaven and the problems you're facing on earth. The answers may not always come to you when or how you expect them to, but they will come in the way that makes you feel the best. It's possible for each closed door to be a sign from God that you're on the right road. Pay close attention to what I say. You deserve my gifts even though you have done many wrong things and often felt unworthy. This is because I love you and not because you deserve them. Who would stand if gifts were only given to those who deserve them? But my kindness is given to all hearts that accept it with humility. So let all the good things I want to bring into your life flow through you. Accept and treasure this as your inheritance as one of my beloved creations. Do not let voices of guilt or condemnation stop you from enjoying the fullness I offer. You are a part of a much bigger story than you think. It's a grand story that spans generations and countries. You are the only one who can play that part. Because of your skills, knowledge, and personality, you are perfect for that job. Do not want other people's routes, be jealous of their chances, or put down your own. My plan for you is both personal and strategic. It's like a beautiful fabric that can't be fully seen until all the threads are in place. Think about how a single thread in a huge fabric might not seem important until you see it as a part of the whole. If you feel like you're lost, read the holy books that have helped many people before you. Let my words sound like they were written just for you. Take note of how they answer the deepest questions in your heart and how they show you what to do when all of your choices seem unclear. They will give you peace of mind that I will always be the same, kind, loyal, and powerful beyond measure. Hold up each promise like a shield and fight against the arrows of doubt. For hundreds of years, my word has defeated the strongest delusions of hopelessness. Remember to take a break. In fact, resting shows that you trust me and believe in my power. When you rest, you confirm that the world keeps going with my watchful eye instead of yours. You can breathe deeply knowing that I am your support. It frees your heart from the never-ending work of being independent. To rest in me, you must also turn away from the noise of your worries and listen to my soft voice, which tells you, "Be still and know that I am God." You get your bearings and know that you are loved beyond measure in that stillness. You should let yourself dream again. Too many times, you've kept your heart's wishes hidden because you thought they were impossible or not worthy. But I am the God who brings new life to dead bones and starts over where there were none. Dare to think about all the great things that could happen if you follow my will. Allow your spirit to picture the change that happens when you use the gifts I gave you. If you have a goal and keep going, no mountain will be too big for you to climb. When my spirit sparks a dream, it can become a powerful force for good. Make forgiving yourself and others a daily habit. You've been suffering yourself for a long time because of mistakes you made or chances you missed in the past. Let go of them now, because holding on to guilt will only keep you stuck in a loop of blaming yourself. Forgiving me means that you can get back up after every fall and learn and grow. When you forgive me, you remember the sacrifice I made so you could be free. Your willingness to forgive shows that you are like me, and your heart becomes a way for the broken world to heal. It's not weak to forgive. It is a way for my power to save people to work. Look closely at your relationships, because that's where love is tried and shown. Tensions in the family, mistakes with friends, and disagreements at work can all turn into places of anger or into chances to learn and be kind. Always be humble and try to talk things over and understand them instead of making things worse. You break the chains that keep you bound to pain when you bless those who have hurt you. Use your words to bring people together instead of setting up walls. Love grows my kingdom heart by heart, step by step, through real acts of kindness. Don't forget that my body is also a gift to you. Do not forget to respect and care for it. Feed it, give it rest, and keep bad things from happening to it. When I made you, I knew everything about your cells and your breath. You were made in a way that is scary and wonderful. Do not hate or ignore the body I gave you. It is how you experience life, help others, and show what kind of person I am. Mind, body, and spirit can be at peace when everything is balanced. Enjoy the wonder of your physical life, but keep your eyes on the timeless truth that is waiting for you. Watch over your thoughts. Doubt, fear, and desire all start in your mind. Every day, fill your mind with facts that will make you happy and lead you to the beauty of holiness. Do not give in to the urge to think about bad things or fuel your anger. These will only cloud your view. You are loved, you are chosen, and you have a reason. Let your inner dialogue match these truths. Don't believe lies that make you or my goodness into question. Instead, think about the guarantees that have always been there for my children. Use the skills that I have given you. They are not made up on the spot. They are meant to get people talking and involved. If you sing, make sure your songs give other people hope. If you write, let my light shine through your words. Being patient and humble is important if you want to teach. If you know how to run a business, be fair and just in everything you do. Guide others with kindness if you're in charge. When you use your skills for acts of love, they will grow bigger and bigger. The kingdom concept is that when you plant seeds of faith, you will get a harvest of blessings. Seek knowledge, because it's worth more than money. I give wisdom to those who ask humbly. It will help you tell the difference between lying and telling the truth, between being in the right time and being in a hurry, and between humility and pride. Wealth and fame are things that people want, but real wisdom makes you into someone who will last much longer. It helps you handle disagreements with kindness, tell the truth with love, and act in ways that honor me. This understanding doesn't come from knowing a lot of facts. It comes from respecting my ways, which is born in prayer and grown by a heart that is willing to follow them. Spend time with other people who are looking for me. The path of faith was never meant to be taken by one person alone. As a group, We are stronger when we carry each other's burdens, share each other's happiness, and support each other when we are sad. In real community, your faith gets stronger, your hope gets restored, and your love grows. If you feel alone, pray for relationships that will make you stronger. When you're with other people, think about how you can help and encourage them. When you worship and pray together, my spirit can move greatly among you. When things go wrong and feel like heavy chains around your neck, remember that I have the power to break every chain. I break the chains of slavery, whether they are mental, emotional, or physical. I proclaim freedom to those who are enslaved by habits, family curses, or negative thoughts. Take my deliverance one step at a time, believing that I will lead you each step of the way. Freedom may come slowly, but it will come as long as you keep your eyes on me, the one who frees souls. Look for people who are lonely on the outside, or poor in spirit. When you help them, you also help me. A small act of kindness can make a big difference in someone's life. Don't expect anything in return when you give. I see all kindness done in secret. Your home should be a warm place to go. Your words should heal the hurt, and your arms should be a safe place to hold someone who doesn't feel love. When you care about the least of these, you show that you care about me. Do it because you care about me, not because you want praise from other people. I will reward every act of love that is done. Learn to speak your soul's language through thanks. Every morning, say thank you first, for air, for a place to sleep, and for the promise of new blessings. Let us give thanks for the things we need every day, like food, friends, and even the beauty of a morning. Being thankful makes gifts seem bigger, turning small things into amazing things, and drawing your attention to all the good things that happen every day. It keeps you from becoming cynical and brings joy even when things are hard. You can find things to be thankful for, which will help you remember my sustaining grace. Stand strong in who you are as my child if you were betrayed. People may change their minds or become mean, but I will always be devoted. It hurts to be betrayed, but that hurt doesn't have to define you. Let it be a chance to feel my comfort and learn to understand others who are going through the same thing. I do not waste the pain you feel. If you allow me, I turn it into more kindness, patience, and understanding. Being angry doesn't get you anywhere, but forgiving someone frees you. Put your wounds in front of me, and it'll turn your pain into joy. Develop a prayer life that goes beyond times of trouble. Prayer isn't just for situations, it's how you stay in touch with me forever. Prayer shouldn't be something you do every day. It should be as normal as breathing. Be honest and pour out your heart, your thanks, your anger, and your worries. Don't talk, just listen. Let me speak in the quiet parts of your soul. It's not a one-way conversation, but a conversation. In that exchange, you find love that keeps you steady, peace that goes beyond logic, and answers that you can't explain. I am the God who can change things from bad to good. I can turn sadness into joy, ashes into beauty, and graves into flowers. Do not put limits on what I can do based on what you think is possible. Where limitations on people end, my power starts. Believe in things that are bigger than what you can see or understand. I love going above and beyond what you expect to show that I am the only God. When you put your faith in my unlimited power, you see miracles that show off my greatness and bring people to me. Take a moment to think about the seeds you plant every day and the things you say, read, and do. No matter how good or bad the seed is, it will finally grow and produce fruit. Trust that the seeds of love, faith, kindness, and purity will grow when the time is right. If you understand you have caused harm or negativity, please turn away quickly, for I am merciful. As you start over, Know that I am here to help you plant seeds that will bring you life and joy. Do not give up when you have to prune your trees. I don't prune to hurt, but to make the growth fuller by getting rid of what is stopping you from growing fruit. It's possible that you'll lose some relationships, chances, or comforts that you used to value, but believe my advice as you prune. It makes room for new things and growth in important areas. After being pruned, you'll be healthier and more vibrant, ready to bear fruit that blesses others and brings glory to my name. Claim your words as your own. They can heal or hurt, bring people together or split them apart. Be careful when you pick them. Let your speech be filled with kindness, which will encourage the tired and lead the lost. Stay away from the traps of rumors, lies, and harsh criticism. Instead, share truth and words of encouragement that build others up. When your words strike a chord with my heart, they change things and bring hope where hopelessness once thrived. Be true all the time, even when it comes to small things. You may long for big breakthroughs from time to time, but it's how you handle the little things that shapes your character. When you are honest in private, I award you in public. When you serve with humility in the background, I will raise you up at the right time. Let no job be too small for you, and don't treat anyone badly unless they deserve it. Being humble in service is what I use to build my best works. Think about what you are becoming more than what you are doing. Your character is very important to me. Your accomplishments may fade, but your heart will always be there. In everything you do, let love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, loyalty, gentleness, and self-control guide you. The way these fruits look at you makes you look like me. They speak louder than words ever could. People can feel my presence when they see these traits, and their hearts open to the word of my love. Please know that your tears are precious to me. They don't go to waste. I hold each drip close because it shows how much you hurt or want something. I am the God who cries with those who cry and fully understands your pain. Your tears water the hope seeds inside you, and new life can grow from them. Do not feel bad about how weak you are. When you talk about your problems freely, you give other people permission to come to me when they are broken too. Do not wait to apologize to someone if you feel the urge to do so. If you feel like being kind to a stranger, do it. These nudges are how my spirit tells you to work your daily life into my plan. Small acts of obedience often lead to bigger gifts. They make you someone who can hear my voice through all the noise in life. You will see my hand leading you in amazing ways the more you follow these gentle instructions. When you worship me, do it with all your heart and not just because you feel like it or to show off. Worship is an attitude of the heart that says, "I'm worthy." You can sing without holding back, dance if the mood strikes you, or just sit and be amazed in silence. Worship turns your attention from fears about the present to promises about the future. It sets you up to get a deeper understanding of who I am. When you worship, you trade your heavy load for the garment of praise, and your responsibilities become lighter. Get your soul ready to accept new facts. Because I am endless, you will always find new ways to love and admire me. Keep an open mind, like a child who wants to learn. Being proud shuts down growth, but being humble lets the things I want to share come in. Don't think you know everything there is to know about my truth. Every stage of your life can show you a new side of my personality, which will bring you closer to my heart. Watch out for things that will pull you away from me. There are many false ideas of happiness in the world, like never-ending entertainment, short-lived joys, and material obsessions. They might make you feel good for a short time, but they can't please your soul forever. Instead, pick the way that will bring you permanent happiness. Slow down and think about what really makes you happy. Also, watch out for any habit or activity that makes it harder for you to hear my voice. This isn't about not being happy, but about finding a deeper, more real joy in myself. Think about how quickly time goes by. Your days go by quickly, and each one is a chance to walk in love, show my kindness, and save treasures in heaven. Every sunrise should tell you that you have another chance to show my goodness. Reflect on the good things and lessons you learned during the day every time the sun goes down. Keep an eternal view of life and base your goals on things that will last, not things that will fade away over time. Set healthy limits in your relationships and know that love does not mean letting abuse or disorder happen. Forgiving and making peace are important, but that doesn't mean putting up with bad behavior without taking responsibility. Know when to let go, when to tell the truth, and when to take a step back. Let me take care of the people who hurt you. I can get to them in ways that you can't. In the meantime, keep your heart safe by setting healthy limits that look out for your mental and spiritual health. Instead of focusing on what you don't have, enjoy the good things you do have. When you compare things, you can lose joy and miss the gifts that are right in front of you. Think about the unique parts of your trip that have made you who you are now. Enjoy the little things in life and the quiet times that help you settle yourself. When you learn to enjoy the moment, you let go of the weight of envy or discontent. Being grateful protects you from the lies that tell you you're missing something if you don't have certain things or accomplishments. Do your daily chores as if they were for me. If you are at work, do your best, be honest, and work hard, showing my light in that place. If you want to study well, be curious, and think of what you are learning as a gift. If you are taking care of your home or family, do it with love, knowing that every act of care is important to me. Not the size of the job itself, but the love with which it is done that counts. Thank nature for what it does. Mountains, oceans, skies, and woods all show how creative and powerful I am. They are life stories about my majesty. The changing of the seasons shows how life goes through cycles of growth, harvest, rest, and rebirth. As you look at these patterns, think about how I move through your life too, making changes that will help you grow. Let the beauty of creation move your heart to worship and tell you that if I can keep all living things alive, I can certainly keep you alive. Have faith that you can bring magic into the world. You often don't realize how powerful I can use you when you have faith. You are a messenger for my kingdom. You bring hope to places where there is none, bring life to places that are dead, and comfort those who are hurting. Do not question the power that I gave you through my Spirit. Say words that will heal, let go of grudges, and pray openly for change in yourself, your family, and your community. People who fully trust me will see miracles happen. Let me be your friend if you have trouble with being alone. Tell me about your day, your hopes, and your fears. Develop the knowledge that I am close and that my spirit lives inside you, eager to connect with you. People were made to have relationships, first with me and then with each other. Find healthy relationships, but never forget that being with me is the best thing that can happen to you. My friendship stays strong even when others fail or fade away. When you don't know where you are going, calm your soul. Pay close attention to the gentle pushes I give you when you pray, read my word, or listen to smart friends. Feel free to ask for wisdom, and I will give it to you. I close doors sometimes to keep you safe. When I want to take you to new places, I sometimes open up unexpected paths. Take it one step at a time, and believe that if you move in line with my spirit, you will never get too far away from me. You can get back on track if you trust me enough to keep listening. Don't ever think that I can't use you because you are too young, too old, too broken, or too normal. I have picked out of the blue people throughout history to carry out my plans. For example, shepherds have become kings, sailors have become apostles, and orphans have become queens. Your limitations don't make my power less. Turn your mistakes over to me, and watch as I turn them into signs of my kindness. It's when you're weak that my power shines through, showing you that I am the only God. Hold on to the truth that every test has the ability to make you better, whether they are coming up or are happening right now. Gold is cleaned by fire, and a jeweler's tool shapes a gem. In the same way, the hard things you go through can make you stronger and bring you closer to me. I don't make bad things happen, but I can use every challenge to help you grow. The question is whether you will turn bad things into better things. Give me your pain, and I'll use it to make something beautiful that you can't even imagine yet. Learn to value the power of thought. At the end of each day, take a moment to think about how I spoke to you, moved you, or protected you. Every day, let this habit help you trust more. You can see patterns of my loyalty when you think about them. You can see how events that don't seem important can be connected to a bigger story of salvation. Also, thinking about things helps you see where you may have wandered or where you missed chances to love. Also, give those to me, and you will start the next day fresh. Read the stories of people who have walked with me faithfully before you. Look at how they dealt with losses, went through abuse, and stuck with their faith. In times of trouble, their stories can give you strength. I am the same God who split the seas for Moses, gave David strength to fight Goliath, and sent fire from heaven to Elijah. I kept my promise to them, and I will keep my promise to you. You ready for new things to come from my spirit? Hold on so tight to old habits or ways of doing things that you can't accept the new. My spirit works in mysterious ways that you might not expect. He awakens hearts, starts revivals, and breaks down walls that separate people. Pay attention to what I say. Watch how I move the humble people's hearts and bring them closer together in love. Be humble so you can join these new movements of grace instead of staying out of them out of fear or suspicion. Do purity not as a strict set of rules, but as a way to try to live in my presence. Holiness is when a relationship grows so full of love that you naturally turn away from things that hurt my heart. It is the change that comes from within, which changes not only actions but also motives. When you walk in righteousness, you show the world my nature, which is love, truth, kindness, and purity. Don't let purity weigh you down, let it make you happy. Do not put your confidence in things you own or your position in the world. They are only brief feelings of being in charge. True safety comes from knowing that I will always be true to myself and that I love you as a child. Money or fame on earth can disappear at any time, but my love stays strong. Let me be the center of who you are. You don't have to worry about what you might lose because you know that I give you everything you need. God's Spirit has sealed a link between you and me that can't be broken. When doubts start to creep in, think about that link. There is nothing that can break the bond I have made with your soul, not an angel, a devil, or a situation. Let this comfort you in hard times. Let it make you feel better when you fail. Make you feel good about yourself when you face new difficulties. My love is your promise that I will finish the good work I began in you. Get ready for times when you will plant and times when you will harvest. There are times when your hard work, prayer, and waiting will not pay off right away. Sometimes, you'll get gifts that you didn't even expect. In the circle of spiritual life, both times are very important. Spread seeds of giving, faith, service, and kindness. When the time is right, you will gather happiness. The amount of blessings you give to others comes back to you, oftentimes more than you gave. Accept your childhood wonder. People who come to me with genuine interest and no doubt are welcome in the kingdom of heaven. Dare to look at the world with awe and praise me for how different it is, how complicated a flower is, and how grand the sky is full of stars. Remember how kids trust without question, love with all their hearts, and dream big. This stance of innocence makes it possible for me to be a big part of your life. Watch out for pride that comes across as confidence or gripe. Pride tries to take credit for what my kindness has done for you. It cuts you off from other people, makes you competitive, and stops your spiritual ears from hearing. A humble heart, on the other hand, lifts me up, recognizes other people's help, and stays thankful for every step forward. Don't change who you are as my child, but give me credit for the gifts and wins you have. As long as you keep your heart soft, you can cry with those who cry and be happy with those who are happy. This understanding shows how compassionate I am, healing hurts and bringing people together. When someone is sad, your readiness to feel their pain can be a powerful sign of my comfort. When someone else is happy, your happiness makes the gift even bigger. If you can feel what they're feeling and let your tears and happiness mix with theirs, you will find that my love shines through you. Respect your parents because they've been where you haven't been. Their knowledge, gained through life, can help you avoid problems. Be nice to them and wait your turn. Learn from their mistakes and listen to their stories. They have a lot of valuable information, even if they are not perfect. This respect goes beyond just being polite. It means that I can talk to all of the generations, combining the old and the new to make my family stronger. Also, remember the dreams of the younger ones. They don't have any cynicism, so they see the world with new eyes. Help them and encourage them, and see how their creative souls bring about change. Do not put out their fuel of excitement. Let them play with the gifts I gave them. Their love can light a fire in your own heart again. My kingdom history is passed down from one generation to the next, making sure that my works continue in every time period. Through your words, prayers, and deeds, you can change the mood anywhere you go. You can bring my peace to places that are crazy. A single act of kindness can calm people down. One word of hope can make you brave. Know that my spirit in you goes far beyond what you can see. People may feel relaxed when you walk in, not because of you, but because you carry my peace with you. Let your life bring good things to other people. Remember to be kind even when you want to be mean. Remember how nice I've been to you. When people insult you, remember how calmly I wait for hearts to soften. Be kind, and you will never hurt yourself. In fact, your heart is in line with mine. This doesn't mean you let other people step on you. Compassion and boundaries can live together, but always choose the way of love in what you say and do. It's what makes my followers unique. If you mess up, don't run away from me out of shame. Come to me. I'm not turned off by your mistakes. I'm ready to help you stand up. Admit your sins, let me wash them away, and go on with your life. Every time you fall, I show you how to get back up. Accepting this kindness makes you more humble and thankful, which makes your spirit stronger. Failure is not who you are. My steadfast love is what makes you who you are. Take this moment as a call to step into the fullness of your calling if you haven't already. Don't be afraid of what you don't have. My strength is greater than yours. I don't need you to be perfect before I accept you. I'm ready for you to answer. Take a step, any step, in the way I told you in your heart. You start to see that I was waiting for you to make a move so I could give you gifts you hadn't even thought of yet. My grace meets you like a solid rock with every step of obedience. Be patient as a part of your faith. In a world where everything can be done right away, I often have to wait for things to happen so that my plans can be carried out at a pace that ensures depth and longevity. If you can't wait, you might settle for less than my best. Being patient, on the other hand, teaches you to trust that I am good. You become a better person as you wait. You learn to value each gift more, be more careful with each resource, and trust my time more than your own. You are my beloved. You were not made by chance. You were carefully planned. Change how you see yourself with this truth. You can see some of your flaws, but I can see how my beauty could make you shine. When you feel like you're not worth much, remember that someone gave up everything for you. My love was read on the cross, making a promise that can't be broken. Rest in that love. It's what makes you who you are. Keep an open mind to hear the still voice of my spirit. It could be a quick realization, a dream, a feeling of inner peace, or some wise words from a friend. Learn to tell the difference between words that come from me and those that come from fear, pride, or the enemy. This ability to judge gets better with time and humility. Do not wait to follow my lead when you feel it. Trust that I know what's best for you, even if it goes against what most people think should be done. If what I say fits with what my spirit tells me, take a brave step. There is a reason why I put you in this place and time. Check out the world to see where your kindness, skills, and opinions are most needed. It could be in your family, your neighborhood, or your job. Stand out for what's right, be kind, and be humble with me. Your presence can be a lighthouse for me in places where there is a lot of darkness or hopelessness. Do not downplay the power of one life when it is given over to my will. Accept responsibility and society. You need other Christians to pray for you, cheer you on, and correct you when you go astray. Find people who really love me and who can tell you the truth in a kind way. Don't close yourself off to reproof. Even the biggest trees need wind to grow deep roots. Similarly, your faith gets stronger when it is put to the test, improved, and backed up by people who are also running the same race. When you're having bad thoughts, whisper my name to yourself. Let my peace calm your heartbeat and make your breathing steady. When I think about the future without thinking that I am already there, I often feel anxious, but am busy all the time. I am in your past, forgiving you for the mistakes you made. Along with you, am in the present moment. Am in your future, getting ready for you to do good things. Allow this to calm you down, knowing that I will always be with you. Enjoy the little wins in your life. You should be happy about even the smallest win over a bad habit or a negative thought pattern. These small wins make it possible for bigger ones to happen. I am the God who turns 5 loaves and 2 fish into enough food for 1,000 people. I can take your small successes and make them mean even more than you think possible. No matter how small, every step forward is important to me and brings you closer to my goal. Take care of what God made. It is my gift to people to take care of the earth, with its huge seas and tall mountains. Take good care of it. Respect animals and resources, and remember that everything is alive because I spoke life into it. Being a good steward is a way to show gratitude and duty. When you respect the world, you also respect the person who made it. This is a holy task that shows how much I love everything I've made. Don't be afraid of what you don't know. I've already checked out every possible route you could take, and my power goes beyond what you can see. If you stay close to my heart, I will show you the way. I can fix you even if you go in the wrong direction. My plan for your life is not so fragile that one mistake or mischance can completely throw it off track. What you did wrong doesn't matter to me. I fix things that are broken. I bring back what was lost. Stay flexible in my hands and see how I can change everything for the better. Remember what you said you would do and do it. I value honesty and truth, and I bless those who live by them. Say yes when you want to and no when you don't want to. When you are consistent in who you are, people will trust you more. Even though the world can easily break vows, stand as someone who shows how I don't change. When you make a mistake, quickly admit it, ask for forgiveness, and make things right. That you are so honest in this way shows that my truth is at the center of your life. Don't give up hope, even if everyone else does. You can't just be hopeful. You have to know that I am working in ways you can't see yet. Hope looks past the current darkness because she is sure that my light is just around the corner. Miracles grow in places where hope is strong. Keep it alive by reminding yourself over and over that I've always been loyal. Hope is a spiritual view that helps us see things that cynicism can't. Allow it to be a strong support for your soul. Prayer is a strong way to show love. You should speak up for other people, even if they have hurt you. You don't bless their sin. Instead, you take them into your care and ask them to feel my love, which changes everything. This kind of prayer isn't pointless. It changes things that can't be seen and often leads to changes in minds that words alone could never do. Stand up for your neighborhood, your country, and the people who can't speak in my throne room. Your prayers are heard, and I answer you when the time is right. Learn to let go of things that aren't part of my plan for you anymore. Some seasons end, and staying in them only makes the pain or stagnation last longer. Let go of old ideas, jobs, or goals. If I tell you to move on, do it with thanks for what they taught you and trust that I will open new doors that are better for your present calling. You don't have to feel bad about changing your mind. Being stiff when I've already moved is the only thing that makes me feel bad. Where I lead, life springs up from the ground. Be amazed by how strong I am. It was my breath that made mountains and galaxies spin, and it was my breath that made all the stars. Still, I bend down to comfort one tired heart with the same power. This mix of greatness and closeness is what makes my heart unique. Be amazed by it, and let that amazement make you want to worship it. When you see how big I am and how close I am, you can truly worship me. This kind of love changes everything you do. If you say my name in the dark, light will come. Call out to me when opportunities come your way. My spirit helps you see things clearly and reminds you of who you really are so you don't give up your birthright for a short-lived wish. Get deep into my word so that you can use it as a sword against every lie, the voice that tells you to give up. Give up on your ideals, or forget what I promised. That voice is afraid of my truth, which is true. If you fight back against the enemy, he will run away. Help people who can help themselves. Fight for justice where people are being mistreated, and for kindness where people are being punished. In a broken world, this is how my kingdom works. Don't worry about the consequences. I stand up for those who follow my justice. Even small acts of lobbying can lead to big changes. If you fight for the weak, you're on the same side as me, because I protect the helpless. Let someone love you. Sometimes you don't want love because you think you're not worthy or are afraid of being let down. But my love isn't like yours, which is weak. It is unchanging, pure, and unwavering. Please allow me to truly love you and heal the wounds of rejection or betrayal you have been through. When my love sinks into your heart, you learn how to love yourself and others in new ways. You are not a last-minute thought. You are a loved child that makes me happy. Remember that every prayer, every step of faith, and every act of kindness you do is leaving a legacy that will affect not only your life but also the lives of years to come. Children and grandkids can carry on your faith by seeing how dedicated you are in following in your footsteps. Here's how my gifts move through my family, breaking curses and giving people hope. Remembering your faith should be a lighthouse for those who come after you, which will lead them to me. Remember that my power is made perfect in your weakness when you feel like you have no more strength. Don't be afraid of being weak. It's where great faith often starts. If you trust that I have all the power in the world, you will find that my energy never runs out. Ashes of loss will turn into ashes, and people will see my hand in you. Glory will return to me. This is how I show how powerful I am, by using your weakness. No matter what, keep going. If you're walking with me, you know you're exactly where you need to be at any given time. Keep your eyes on my words, even if storms are going on and mountains are in the way. I will always be there for you to help. Hold your head up and keep your faith strong. My kindness to you grows stronger with each morning. Every time the sun goes down, my love for you grows stronger like a soft blanket. I'm so proud of how far you've come, even if your story seems to have more fail than succeed. I see every win every time you pick love over hate, the truth over lies, and hope over despair. You are becoming a different person with each choice you make. If you keep going down my road, you will see changes that are bigger than you ever thought possible. I have not given you a spirit of fear. I have given you a spirit of power, love, and a sound mind. You can protect your mind from worry and panic and fill it with peace and clarity instead. You can feel so much love that it fills your heart and drives out fear and anger. There are dark forces that your soul can walk in power to stand strong against. You have been given this as a gift from me as my lover. It is not a dream. Know that I'm changing the mood around you and setting up things that will surprise you with how my plan works. Be ready to act when the time is right for me. It could be a new friendship, an unexpected phone call, or a chance meeting that leads to a chance. There is no chance in my world. You can use every little thing as a step toward your calling. Remember to keep your eyes open, your heart open, and your mind prayerful. My child, you have been hearing these words for a while now, and I can feel your heart beating faster with a desire to fully believe and accept them. Let that hunger lead you to give up every day. Give up your worries, your hopes, your relationships, and everything else in your life. You're not jumping into the dark. You're jumping into the arms of the one who made you. My love should be your stronghold, my words should give you peace of mind, and my presence should always be with you. So, go forth with the knowledge that I will always be there for you. My love seals you, my kindness carries you, and my spirit gives you power. Even though you may still face hard times and tears, know that I am with you every step of the way. Shine with the light of someone who is deeply loved as you hold your head high. Please remember that I am with you always and that my love for you will last forever. Now you can leave with my gift, and always remember that you are loved, forgiven, and called. You are my beloved child, and I love you so much that it will never end. You will have a life with purpose and meaning. I will always be with you, all the way to the end of time. Trust that I am your God, who keeps his promises, and know that I care about you more than anything else. Amen. If you believe in me, your Heavenly Father, then like this video and leave a heartfelt amen in the comments. If you want to stay closer to me, then subscribe to this channel.